Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute. This music isn't right. The scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time to the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Never mind the furthermore. Never mind the furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's at ecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best of the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We're also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of our ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. The Big Stompy Robots line of books and games, and, of course, who hates in hellfire? A dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. And this Monday, we are freezing against the forces of darkness. Pardon my all-black attire. I'm running one of my warmest outfits because it is colder than a well-digger's hind end out here. We're looking at 1 degree with 21-mile-an-hour winds and higher gusts. So we're clocking in at about negative 13 to negative 17 wind chill factor. Thankfully, it just paused for a moment. So we are feeling it, especially in my draftiest of rooms in my old house. But will that stop or impede us? No. I have been merrily ticking away at my overdue holiday short home delivery. And once that's out, I may fire that off to a few people. I'm not sure. I'll probably tack it in at the end of one of my books, too. That's about 50% cocoa and 50% coffee, and I love every percent of it. Excuse me, except that which gets lost in my mustache. Now, we should talk accountability. Busy. Let's see. Friday. Let's see. Friday I gave the announcement that I'd be changing my format for the Historical Fencing Guild's live stream after 6 years of doing it live. I will be attempting to pre-record and have videos release at that time on Friday nights, in case you missed that, because the original purpose of that live stream was to provide a connection point between me and my local guild types. And I have realized that, that was during the unspeakable pandemic, where we had no other means to meet. But I am trying to recalibrate to be able to possibly have practices on Friday night, which means I need to be used to having, pre-recorded video. I need to do a lot more pre-recorded videos. Live streaming made it so easy and so convenient to simply click a few buttons and be rolling that I got away from it, and I need to fix that. That's on me. So setting up for that announcement took a lot of heartache, a lot of talk, a lot of other things were going on. Saturday was spent largely prepping for today and yesterday, trying to catch up, do the cleaning, do some laundry. I did a bit of work on some projects, but I'm not at liberty to talk about them. Then came Sunday. Sunday was remarkable because we drove up and we had lunch with Joey and Trey. When I say that was definitely the highlight of this year, I'm not kidding. It was a fantastic time. Thank you guys. One of these days, I'm going to be faster than you are with the card. But Joey gave me some amazing surprises, and I dropped off their some humble Christmas presents for them and their cats. But we had a wonderful time. I ate more than I've eaten in like 6 months in one setting. Oh my gosh. The things I'll do for some of that bow. But came back. Well, actually, we left. We stopped off at the Walmart that was across the street in lovely Maryville, Indiana. Did a little bit of shopping out of convenience, and then we got caught in that snowstorm, and I slogged my way back home. Oh, white out and ugly. Got home, honestly, did my normal stuff, some exercises, and we were in bed. There wasn't a lot of anything. So that leads us to today. Today, got up just after Mandy was about out the door. Tried to chase her down because she dropped her insert in the bathroom. And when that didn't work, came in, got my stuff, started the coffee up, sat down, and I started typing. And I put in a good couple hundred words, which is not bad for me given how badly my hands don't type, working on home delivery. I've decided that is the shortest of my current acting projects, so I'm going to bang that out, get that out, and go back to Haints and Hellfire 2 as soon as my lovely beta readers actually catch up to where I am and start giving me that necessary pressure to go on, because I kind of slammed into the wall justifiably. I got stressed out and I really couldn't. I just couldn't for a bit. It happens. Not writer's block, just writer's block is too small a side of things. It was coming through a period where I, because of what happened with a few people and a few memories, it was 5 years. It was very recently 5 years since my buddy Ben passed. And since I was reminded of that out of the blue, it kind of threw me. It threw me. There aren't many I missed. And I really wish I could have. Well, I have a lot of wishes. We all do. But one does not dwell on our pasts. We move forward and try to make things better. And you can't win them all and you can't save them all, no matter how hard you work. So there's that. I will be watching Carl's psychology show sometime after this stream, because I'm excited for it. I'm very, very glad I got to see Joey and Troy. It was at a point where it was really needed. They're some of the best people in the world, and I am so glad that you guys get to know them. My plans for this week are very simple. Catch up on home delivery. I might even bang it out. I would love to be sitting here next Monday like, yeah, it's done. Hey, home delivery's done. I sent it to the people who I think deserve it, and I've been banging away on a couple of other projects I have. I wanted to step up some stuff for my gamers. I want to make a whole bunch of new maps, new character art, so that they know better who they're dealing with. So that might even be a live stream. I don't know. I might do a custom live stream, as that will be all useful stuff for eventual publication projects. And we're going. You get it? I know current events are current events. And I encourage you to check in on your friends and relatives, especially if they are significantly tanner than me. You know, the world's getting scary out there. A lot of things are hitting home for me, both local and formerly local. It scares me. And mostly because I am limited in what I can do to help. So I encourage you who are less limited to do what you can. I wish I had more space in my home. But I will be doing a bunch of cleaning and stuff. I also, in my misadventures, scored a board game I've been hunting for since, 20 years now. 20 years I've been looking for this board game. I managed to score a copy. Light, fun. I'm going to be assembling and painting a vast quantity of little chibi cartoony fantasy minis in hopes of luring Xander farther into the dark side of gaming. All of that's glorious. But what are you doing? Are you keeping warm? You guys have plans for this week that are exciting and new? I have to do a little bit of shopping to figure out what I'm doing for my brother Ricky's birthday and my mom's birthday. But my mom's celebrations are being put off because she has surgery coming up. So I will be concerned about a few things, as I always am. Rest assured, if I know you, I worry about you. I worry for you. I worry about you. I'm very good at worry. I know it is a waste of imagination, but I've got imagination in spades. So, as we approach this week, I want you guys to do so with the perspective of, okay, we understand what's going on. Now, how can we be as absurd as humanly possible? Where can we find joy? Where can we find amusement? I know right now I'm almost dressed in black and cat hair, but that is more temperature, not attitude. So what we're going to do, I'm going to run an ad, and then I'm going to go find out what you guys are about, because I am rather in the mood for it. So I'll see you in about 54 seconds. Keep your coffee close, friends. Oh, yes, and happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Let's remember that man in our hearts today, and remember that evil can be overturned. Uh, overcome was the word I was looking for. And goodness and truth and love, they still matter. And yes, I'm messing with my version of a fidget spinner being a rather large carriage bolt and nut. One of these days, I'm going to go down to Menards and probably get myself a wing nut for this thing. It's just good to mess with. And yes, wing nut, have fun with that. I know you will. First through the door at 5:15 is Dan Hollifield. You have been on my mind, Mr. Hollifield. Home delivery is very much dedicated to you. I'll be sleeping when this goes live, but I want to drop my like and add to the watch hours. Well, I appreciate that, Dan. I will always be someone who respects someone else's sleep. Never mind, I'm awake now. Well, never mind, I'm not respecting your sleep. I'm glad you're awake. Ha ha, victory for me. And good morning, Dan. Welcome, lurkers. Hello, Uncle Carl. I can't wait to watch your video. Accountability. He did a thing. I'm going to watch the thing. Let's do the thing. Psychology. Not to be confused with dark psychology. And I am sorry, that phrase was very popular in certain circles when I was in college because there were all these truly cringeworthy ads for using psychology for pickup lines, and it was always just diabolically, like, horrifically creepy. To the point I would walk up to Trelena and go, "Oh, psychology!" She'd go, "No, not my psychology." Yes. Anyway, he did a thing. You're going to watch the thing. Hi, Dan. Good show last night. I look forward to the rest of the series, whether pre-recorded or live. Yeah, I was on the road when you did that stream. Oh, thanks. The live went better than I expected, so I might do many of them live. YouTube changed the way OBS works with it. And even though it is for the better, a broadcast almost didn't happen. A screen that I had to click a button, well, it got buried under another app. Oh, I hate that. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. Found most of my old notes. I save everything, but PowerPoint 95 format cannot be opened in Office 365. I'll have to convert them somehow. If it is still up, there's a website called Old Version. You might look to where you might be able to download an old version of PowerPoint that you could then open the files into and resave so that it's a format that you could open in 365. Luckily, the notes I need are in Word format. Excellent. Blessed is rich text among formats. Anyway, many points in my life I've been about that RTF life. Hey, Dan Woodsman dude, morning. Hi, Donna, just sharing behind the scenes stuff last night. And hey, Donna, I hope you're warm and cozy. And hey, Foxy. Oh, hi, Foxy. Yep, I'm sorry. I'm still a little out of it. The caffeine and heat hasn't quite reached my brain yet. I have too much blood in my caffeine system. But how are you doing? And hello, Thesis. I sent Thesis a bit of news I saw that was a little on the grim side. Thesis has been on my mind too. I hope he's doing well. And let's see. Greetings for Foxy. And you mean like the note? Always make sure the mic is on, Woodsman dude. And I'm sorry I can't help with PowerPoint, Carl. I know what it is, but I never had occasion to use it. And LOL. And morning all. Morning, Trey. How are you? I woke up and my tummy wasn't angry with me. It was like, wait, that's food. So many I saw healthy options. And I want to thank Trey for putting me in a place where there were plenty of healthy options I could have indulged in. I did not. Instead, I ate like 20 crab rangoon. How are you doing, darling? Hey, Trey. Thank you for saying that, Donna. It made sure I turned down my speakers before Nick could frighten the dog. Cheers. Oh, I'm running low. Oh, well. Sticks out tongue at Donna. Hey, Trey. Thanks for the help, Trey. And had the mic turned off so I could make sure the music, the intro played. No, I meant to unmute. Oh, I hate when that happens. I'd like to thank Emma, IRCA. Reason I can type as coherently as I do, typos be cursed and all. There actually is a named demon in charge of inflicting typos. I had his name. It's somewhere, probably in my black files, but then I'd have to go down and find if my black files are intact. I really don't like opening them. My cleaning should be better today as I cleaned out all the cat. Oh, my typing. My typing should be better today as I cleaned all the cat hair and crumbs out of the keyboard this morning. I need to do something about my keyboard. It is rough. That makes quite a difference, Carl. And hey, Carl, I think you should wrench someone who can post links when you want to put them in. And oof, helicopters are flying over the house. Or is that the spin cycle on the washer? It's a good reason for the narcs to scan. It's the wrong season for the narcs to scan the woods for pot plants. No, they may be looking for grows indoors and in garages and things by thermal. This is the time of year they like to do that. They're on to you, Dan. Run. No. Yikes, Foxy. I think I gave everyone last night a wrench. We don't know who for sure until next show. Washer. Lynn is washing the dog's winter coat in my thermal coveralls. Big load for that machine. That makes sense. That works. Just an idea we had. That would do it. We all look for a coat for Indigo, but he doesn't seem to mind the cold at all. And he loves what little snow we've gotten. I'm not surprised. That sounds like something Indigo would like. The days when it's 5 degrees Fahrenheit out there, I appreciate cats in their little boxes. Preach on! Headphone warning. And don't forget to like and share, folks. We're at 31. We're at 2, but the wind is kicked up. Hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. It's awful cold. Too bad you're so far away, or else it'd be a lot more snuggly. Our high for next week or so is 48. I kind of hate you right now, Foxy. I love you, but I kind of hate you right now. And Botrix has correctly joined the channel. Sup, Botrix? He might like a coat. If you can find him one, he'll grow into. Once he gets used to it, Kimber took a little coaxing the first year. Now he loves it. Yeah, little dogs we had used to have. He loved his coat. Sweaters and coats. She has sweaters and coats, and she loves playing dress up. Aww. But he was a doxy mix with really short fur, so he hated the cold. And, good morning, Nick and all. Happy Monday. How you doing? So much better that you are here. My celestial Stevie Nicks from the skies. How are you, Cat? How are you holding up? I hope you are staying warm and safe. Hey, Nick. Safe for warm. Morning, Nick. Drink the warm beverages. Right now, I'm wishing the cup held a little more of the heat. Cat. And today is an e-learning day for art stars. Teachers had to report to school. Maybe you could get, like, time in your art room. Heck, maybe you could steal some time and do some art yourself. You deserve to. Treat yourself, my dear. Treat yourself. It's cold. Drink coffee. Make art. Get down with it. And you know what? It seems like a great moment to do our little often done musical interlude.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
And Cat's greeting Carl, and hello! Oh, my voice cracked. Hello, Grant Whiteford. Hi, Grant. What's up? How goes your next project? Morning. My broke self needs to find a way to get like the PDF levels of all your stuff and just dig through them. Good morning, Dawn. Dawn is, of course, the mistress mind behind Indie CD 411. And, of course, the author of her stories about Buddy and Georgette, her fashionable felines. Pause for the squeak! Sorry. Georgette makes my art side happy. And back to where we were. Hello. And greetings and brr. Yes. Hey, Dawn. Waves at new people. Hi. Hello, Art Star. That's good. Cat, Dawn, Cat, Carl, Fox, Dawn. I see a little silhouette of the stuff. Greetings. Now we see some more stuff now. Anyway, roads from MC to Valpo were mostly cruddy coming in this morning. I'm so sorry. That chunk of Route 2 is brutal. I have traveled it many, many times. Grant, meet Cat. Miss Rothermel, meet Grant. Hello. Hi, Dan. So if I misspelled your name? Oh, lovely. My leg has decided it's falling asleep, whether I move it or not. Oh, no. I'm a writer, so spelling wanders from reality to reality on occasion. Apology accepted. I have several aliases. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just going to say that I've never seen Cat Rothermel and Wonder Woman in the same place at the same time. And now I'm working really, really hard not to ponder Cat Rothermel dressed up like Wonder Woman. So I think it's time for another ad. Please distract me for my own safety.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho. Santastein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
And Dan says, to me, you're a cat, which I can only find 5 ways to typo, LOL. Oh, I'm sure we can find some new and exciting ways. Foxy, I feel you. Hugs. Dan. And as long as it's still asleep and doesn't hurt much, but when it wakes, I understand. Fortunately, I got to sleep a little bit. Angie is off because it's MLK Day. Well, be sure to spend a lot of time with Angie. And hello, Angelina, my dear. Thank you for gracing us with your wonder. Good things are coming. No mail today. I don't have to risk frostbite walking to the mailbox. Good. I'm going to tell you something. There could be all the mail in the world. And unless it was very pressing, I'm not tying a rope off and descending the hill down to go get my mail. Thank you very much. Hey, Angelina. All right. Today, Dawn says, is a calm before the next mini storm. The next 3 days will be a bit nutty with appointments, then another little. Then, and next Monday, full speed ahead. I have faith in you, Dawn. You have the capacity to do wonders. Hugs for Dawn. Typos can be fun. Even more fun is voice dictation. And I think it's time for me to find a better app than the Notes app on my phone. Yeah, mine is brutal. I understand. And hugs to Dawn, sending warm fuzzies and prayers, Dawn. Hi, Angelina. And well, you are in the same boat with Sarah, who occasionally uses sort of voice to text occasionally when she is working on listening to us. Bless that woman, though. Oh, she is on the list of, I just need to become insanely wealthy so I can have a huge manor house, right? Not that I want a huge manor house. I just need space to safely store my friends of various inclinations so I can have some really nice artisanally done catacombs for Sarah and a few others in my basement. And, exits for them. Don't think I'm not that guy. I end up building a big mansion for everybody else and live in a little cottage like I'm some kind of lost groundskeeper. That might be the most Nick thing I've ever nicked. Anyway, best wishes to you, Ted. Dawn, you've got this, and when you don't, we'll be here. Dawn will be here whether you've got it or not, even if you don't want us to be here for you. Ooh, I did attempt to learn how to crochet, but my hook was too small and the yarn that came with my kit sucked, but I did what I could. I heard about Trelena's crochet program. I'm so proud of everyone. You guys are all working so hard. Thanks, Trey and Foxy and Thesis. I needed that. And yes, I have some things coming to review myself. You did fine with what you had. And Kat continues, I'm usually a pen and paper type of gal, but if I'm fired up, I use voice dictation. I'm looking forward to editing all the voice dictation for my books I'm working on. Ooh, yes, please. Then we will promote you and we'll get you on live, and even more people will fall in love with you. It's all part of my master plan to elevate everyone around me. You will find the correct tools, Dawn. A lot of guys have that problem, Dawn. Wow. Broke your mom. Thank you. She has cataracts. She's getting some eye surgery. My mother has very, very, very challenging vision. She makes my glasses look like contact lenses, old school Koepp bottoms. So I hope they clear out. The hardest part will be not being able to bend much or move too much because of blood pressure. Pressure in the eye. You can't move around a lot, so she's going to have to be very still. That is not who my mother is. Not the green room Grant. LOL Grant. I honestly think that it was fun. I honestly think that was the fun my body needed to release some tension. I was spent after that and ended up sleeping 11 hours. Sometimes you did that. Wingnut, not the psych show. There's something there. And yeah, this is what I fidget with. My final class in my final class in college actually was taught by Dr. Kim Sykes. He's a brilliant man, and it was on economic stratification. Oh no, it was social movements. I'd had economic stratification before, and it was the entire final for half my grade was 5 questions, expound. what are social movements? That was the format for social movements, and the same format for economic stratification. And while I was thinking, I had one of those government pens. I don't know if you've ever seen a U.S. government pen. They've got a collar in the middle. They're black. They narrow on both ends. They never write well, but they never seem to run out. I had two of them. And one I was writing in, because everything had to be in pen, not pencil, because it forces you to slow down and think. So one was there, and the other I was field stripping, disassembling, laying out in the little groove on top of the desk while I was thinking, and then putting back together while I was thinking. And I just did this over and over while I was figuring out. I did pretty well. I think I got B+ on that. I'll accept that. But yeah, fidgets are nothing new to me. I'm kind of particular about the ones that I like. Grant, and man, we have a hot crowd today. Oh, absolutely. We got Don and Foxy, and we got Kat and Don. I'm telling you, and Trey. Anyway, time for more coffee. Yes, well, that will be after the program. I am not leaving to try to attempt to acquire more. Good, Don. I'm glad. And good morning, everyone. I hope all of you had an enjoyable weekend. It worked out. I had a rough run, but it worked out, Chris. How are you? Did you have an enjoyable weekend? Chris. Hey, Chris. Ooh, I almost forgot. Link me, baby, one more time. Got League of Cryptids number 4 Kickstarter up. Mr. Grantastic, League of Cryptids, Frogs Go to Loveland 1 through 4. Rocket. There will be an official announcement later today. That's right. We got the preview. Let's go. Exclusiveness. Woo. Nice, Grant. I'm a couple behind when it comes to finances settled down. Indeed. Our finances are similar and threatened, but we'll figure it out. Good job, Grant. I know you were not feeling it the other day. Well, good news, Foxy, that you can click notify me on launch and the Kickstarter that costs you nothing but helps you with the algorithm. I haven't lost my passion for making comics, I've lost my passion for promotion. I'm getting tired of cruddy conventions. And done. So we need to find a way to help you make your conventioning experience more enjoyable. What can be done to improve it for you? Because a happy vendor is a profitable vendor. Done, Grant. Oh, Grant. I know where you're coming from. Sure. Okay, I'm not as far behind as I thought I was. Angie and I have some errands to run shortly, so I may be leaving. So go. Have fun. You have by far earned it, good sir. Chair. I think we're also going to get breakfast. I envy you. Chair. Jeff of Fur. Say his name and he appears. Oh, enjoy, Grant. Breakfast sounds good. Foxy, Lynn recommends the Doggy Koepp brand called Frisco, if you could find one in Indigo's size. If Lindsay is watching, and if not, at around 39 minutes and 15 seconds in, you can fast forward to show her. Lindsay, hi, I'd like to talk to you for a second. I'm going to get a little close. Can I get a little close? Can I still do that? There we go. Hi. A little birdie told me that you're worried about the cost of things that Dan has been spending to make you guys' life really wonderful. And as somebody who has poverty trauma that kicks up in the weirdest of ways, I understand the feeling. But the reason Dan went to work every day over the last Lord knows how many was in part to provide the kind of retirement peace, joy, and entertainment that he wants. You deserve wonderful things, ma'am. You are a wonderful lady. And I hope you can find it in your heart to give yourself the grace to allow yourself to enjoy those things. Sometimes when we go through a storm and we come out of it, the storm lives on inside us. I know I've always got a few brewing myself. But if you can let some of that go and just let yourself enjoy the wonder that life has given you, you'll feel a lot better. You deserve to celebrate it, you deserve to enjoy it, and you deserve to be happy. Okay? I hope I haven't overstepped. It's just both you and Dan are incredibly important to me, and you're incredibly important to the people who watch this program. So I wanted to make sure that you heard this lesson because we all genuinely want you to be as happy as possible. Okay? I love you. And you should too. Okay, can I get my stuff back? There we go. Now that I've taken care of that little bit, did I tell you that Auntie and I saw Hamnet last night? If any of you guys heard anything about that? I've heard of it, but yeah. Yes, Nick, I get to work in my classroom today. Yay! And heck yeah! To the other thing. I almost had to green room myself so much. So very much. But fortunately, I have enough caffeine to catch it. I'm excited. Anyway, Don's babies, her babies. Frisco? I'll look into them. Thank you, Dan. I will go for Frisco melt right about now. Sorry, I was making coffee, LOL. Coffee. I beat you, Don. You win today, Mr. Grandtastic. I'll have to get him to hold still so I can measure his fuzzy butt. Indigo, not thesis. Everything I want to say will get me in trouble. What? Well, that's what the leashes are for. Who said that? Who said that? LMO, not the green room. Candid to be both. I got to win occasionally, yes. The real one is which sits still better. Sorry. Whoo! I am just skating the green room line right now. I never saw Superman and Dad in the same room either, but that split curl was a bit of a giveaway. Oh, it warmed up to 6. I'm still sitting at 2. Hey, Angelina. Angelina. Okay. Yay. Oh, Dawn, what is Ted thinking of selling his custom Lego things for? Yes. Oh, Dawn. Listen, thank you, Foxy. Blessed Foxy. Hugs to you all. Dawn, if Ted doesn't mind bootleg off-brand Legos, important. I was on Amazon, and I have a really interesting Amazon algorithm. Oh my gosh, is it interesting? But I saw a not Lego Firefly. And I don't mean the bug. I mean Serenity, the Firefly class spaceship. And a ramp up to a Stargate. And the ramp up to Stargate is less than 20. Less than 20. Like $16. If you wish to bribe your teddy man, your teddy bear. Not bad at all. Voice dictation for books. You will give me nightmares, Cat. I've seen some of the results of voice dictation. Rough draft. He hasn't really thought about it. He'd have to look into the design and colors wanted. Woohoo! I have a question for Ted that Dawn can answer either to me or whatever. I am on several Lego mini, like micro scale building groups, and they do mecha, but they have all the fancy little like connector bits. Where do you get those? Like, do you have to do like a custom order, or is there like a big box of bits and doors and things? Totally not asking for a friend. I'm asking for me and Xander, although Xander doesn't know it yet. I think I might have to get myself a big box of Legos and just be like, I am Legoing right now, and see if I can't lure Xander in. Waha. Especially with any type of accent. Voice software doesn't like those. I know how badly I double talk skips a malaprop aphasia. Yeah. And if you don't, watch what comes out on one of those things. Or watch the transcripts for my programs, because good Lord. Okay, I've been considering seeing if he would make me a little figure of our past pup, Remy. Oh, early in development, out there in the streets. Oh, I went to demo a voice dictation. It was going so well, but being me, I looked behind the curtain and there was a guy in back with a keyboard typing it. It's like the early robot videos where it was all actually controlled by a guy with the VR headset on. And right before it shut down, the robot did this. Yeah. Don't worry, Cat. Carl, I plan to edit my voice dictation to the max. Totally, for sure. Womp womp. Wow, Carl, sounds like the Wizard of Oz. Yes. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Curtain! I think my face is probably still on a poster in the Dragon Dictate headquarters. If you need editors, Cat, we know some. Mike Jimmy! Evening, lovelies. Not sure how long I can. Mike Jimmy Lorcia DeBron, master of all things. How are you, my good sir? Double daddy duty. How goes? It is delightful to see you. Live on Cora. Oh. I miss Chris squeaking in. Squeak. Oh, I'm watching it at 11-year-old little girl while cooking dinner with as Aurora is with. Oh, yours. Mike Jimmy. That's funny to say. Do we need a GoFundMe to get Nick a battle song for a fidget spinner? No, and I will tell you why. I put it in my trunk, in my glove compartment, because I didn't want it in my pocket, and I forgot it in the car. But our good friend, Joe Bachman, has provided me with a 3D printed battle song fidget spinner, which took me back to my junior high days of judging the knife throwing contests in the hallway. And yeah, a couple of guys were not throwing battle songs. I thought that was impressive. I wonder what happened to Mario. He was good people. Anyway, her grandma? Oh, okay. Oh, Aurora is with her grandma. Okay, Mike Jimmy, congrats again on your new little... I'm Squee. I am made of Squee. I'm sorry. Hi. Hey, Mike Jimmy, happy... Thesis is happy to see... Says hi, too. And hi. And, of course, the Manatee Man. Oh, yes. Once I can navigate the cataclysm, I'm still planning to put that sunroom greenhouse addition to the back of my house, and then put a little pool in there, and then, because it'll be gravity pool, I don't care, so I don't need stairs. I can just bloop, 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 bloop. I can just do this. Don't hate potate. And then I may just fully retire from the vast majority of everything. So far my time here, stay off. We love you. Have a lovely day. Later, MJ. I had a productive weekend, says Chris. To me, Nick, haha. I sorted through quite a bit Saturday, helped a friend Sunday with yard work involved trying to prevent a husky from jumping no fence. Cool. Good luck with that. Huskies are notorious for being escape artists. Indeed, but they are beautiful. Have a great day, Mike Jimmy. And beautiful animals, though I'd love to have one sometime. I have a attractive GPS on my Huskador and my Terrier. That's so cool. And it took this long for a bot to try to reach me. Nice try. 2 degrees here. But we're 3 degrees from Kevin Bacon. And indeed, we think is part. Indeed. Inigo Montoya. You ate some sausage. Give me some. Okay. We think is part shepherd and maybe collie. Inigo reminds me of my sweet Popeye. I'll have to share photos, please. I love puppies. Extended the height by at least 2 feet in height. Had to clear quite a bit of brush to get the posts to drive in and fencing at it. If that's still a problem, you may have to get a coyote roller for the top, which is basically a bar that has like corrugated tube pipe that goes on it, because coyotes can climb fences. And if a coyote can do it, a husky probably can. But you rat thinks they're outside freezing your boobies off. Ha! Excuse me. Coyotes and I have an understanding. I understand they'd make nice hats. Anyway. Oh, nice. I bet, Chris. And being cold didn't help. This is true. And actually, I don't mind them as creatures as long as they don't eat cats. When they eat cats, I have beef. Or do they threaten me and mine? I know generally he doesn't like to go into flagos because they're... yeah, I know. So during a large build, it could throw him off. However, finding the plans might be worth it, though. Yes. Lynn walked into my office in time to hear you, Nick. She appreciates the thoughts. She is loved, and I am honored that she appreciates the thoughts. She is a wonderful lady. And her voice could melt butter. See? Squeeze naturally happen when someone gives you an intense happy inside feeling. Indeed. Alligators can climb fences too. That's when my new boots deliver themselves. Well, if you shoot an alligator, you got to call the cops. Now, why would I do that? That's witnesses. That's paperwork. I guarantee nobody knows that over here, silly. Anyway, yes, they can. I got rewarded with great food. Steak, shrimp, scallops, broccoli, and baked potato. I don't want to think about climbing alligators. That depends on the alligator. Mm-hmm. Food I'd always said before, but I was raised a little different. And if you enjoy like Survivor-ish and you want to see something similar, but much more diabolical, there was a program called The Colony. And they basically there was no prize. This was all psychological experiment stuff. They took a group of people, had them in a tent for like 3 days, broadcasting stuff about a deadly pandemic, and then locked them in a facility that was, a chunk of abandoned city, basically, and had them survive. But at night, raiders came. And I watched them freak out about the niceties and stuff and make some truly poor life choices because they weren't trained to think that way. But there's a moment where they're walking by, they're walking out, and things have been bad. And down at the bottom of this almost empty pool, there was an alligator. And I went, I know I'd be eating it. And I say this to my wife, and they look at each other and say, "There's an alligator down there. I bet we can eat it." I'm like, "Yes, this is the Tockert way." I do not wish to hurt anything excessively, but come need, I will feed. And that delighted me. So every time I see something along those lines, I'm like, Climbing alligators, it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno, you know? Food is always a nice reward for helping out. The old man doesn't have to call anyone. Oh, I know that. Callie is asleep on my left arm, and BB is in the window looking at him. "Why aren't you here with me, bro?" It's cold enough. My cats came in here, decided, nope, I'm not bothering him, and went and got cozy. They're not even terrorizing me. Oh, that meal sounds heavenly. The sheriff calls him. "We got a gator problem." Little BB is thinking, Callie is delaying our lunch. "Thanks, Chris. Now I'm hungry." Yeah, let's run some ads. I'm hungry too. Hungry for more ads.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at ndcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Yep, and let's see. I want to run one more at least because I haven't run this today. All right, let's see how we're doing. Okay. George Catherine, I was hungry before. That sounds good. Other than the seafood, since I'm allergic, which is fair and just. But I could have had seafood, and normally I'm all about it. But dang, I'm going to tell you, I couldn't. I saw those pot stickers, and something in my soul said, "Yes, please. We like the stickers that pot." Okay, we got a gator problem out of the golf course. It's okay. I need a new suitcase. Gator skin boots. Gator skin coat. Gator skin book. Gator skin. I don't know. I almost said goat, and I don't know about making a jacket for a gator, for a goat out of gator skin. Let's see. Will this work? These are terrible darts. That one worked. Oh, it didn't grab them. Terrible darts. Terrible, terrible darts. Don't use siren darts. They're horrible. I know this blaster works, so I know those are terrible darts. Moving forward. Howdy, y'all. Max in the house. How are you? Good, sir. I missed you at the game. Hello, Stuart. I missed you deeply. It was not the same without you, and you missed a lot of fun. But that's okay. Goodies are coming. Yeah. Sorry about the allergies, Foxy. I'm going to be making oyster stew this week. I have to write down a recipe for a couple over in England. I did enough work to earn it, LOL. Absolutely. Hey, Max. Max, is that you? Yes, that is Churros Max. Okay, Callie is down saying he's hungry. Guess we need to feed him. What's been, dude? Yoo! Winkin' O? I don't know. I'm not sure what that is. But we have cracked the hour, and Max is here at the last minute. Okay, folks, see some of you tonight. Monday night? Okay, cool. I don't want to go too long because I don't want to trump over the timeline for our dear friends Nita and Daphne over on the independent the Indie Comics Network, or on Daphne Lage. Go on over there, guys. I'm going to run some ads and we'll wrap up. Who needs to be run today? Okay, I know I need to run this one.
From the moment Security Chief Michael Fassino heard her lilting voice, he was smitten with the Irish lady in distress. But what's invaded his home station at Caladar? And what's that Irish voice doing in his head?
You can find all of Donna Carlene's books on Lulu.com. Find out more about her on the Indie CD page at indiecd.org.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
That's right. We're all about letting all y'all art in whatever ways you do. Vertical, horizontal, or diagonal as you need to be. Just express yourself. All love in the world, Kat. Because the world needs it. Find your joy and share it everywhere you can. Guys, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it. You can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. Stay warm out there. Doodle!